What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? No need for a long intro today. I'm not going to be long. I'll get right to it. The Commanders lost to the Giants today, 14-7 at MetLife Stadium. This team is trash. The season is over, and there is no reason to have hope for anything else in 2023 other than the notification from Adam Schefter, Tom Pelissero, and Ian Rappaport that Ron Rivera and his staff has been relieved of their duties going forward in Washington. That is the only thing to look forward to. I'm not going to give you any silver lining. I'm going to call it straight up. The team was ass. The team was not even deserving of a 7-point loss today. We look like a team that should have lost 35-0. The only reason we did not lose 35-0 today is because the Giants are a little bit less ass than we are. A little bit less ass. We're bad. We're a bad coach team. We're a badly assembled team. Our quarterback stinks. Our offensive coordinator stinks. Our defense stinks, but our defense wasn't the problem today. Allowing only 14 points on the road is good enough to win the game. The offense looked like we put a peewee team on the field versus professional football players. It looked like we took cavemen and made our offensive coordinator draw up plays in the sand because that's how bad the fucking offense was today. It was abysmal. As fans, we have every right to be critical and disgusted of this team right now. There's not a silver line or a glimmer of hope surrounding the Washington Commanders right now. They fucking suck. The only two players who are going to be devoid of criticism today are Chase Young and Terry McLaurin. Terry played his ass off. He's the only reason why any drive was sustained whatsoever. And Chase Young had 2 sacks and 1 called back for a penalty today. Should have been his first 3-sack game of his career. Y'all are devoid of criticism. Y'all played hard today. Take your half a game ball. Get back to Ashburn. Get back to work. The rest of you, y'all can all get this work. Y'all are trash. A bunch of trash cans wearing all white uniforms and burgundy helmets. The quarterback, Sam Howell, love you. You're terrible today. You were terrible. Sam Howell looked like he didn't belong in the NFL today. He looked like an XFL quarterback. It was bad. It was Taylor Heineke bad. We couldn't put a drive together. The offensive line, we know the offensive line sucks. The game plan, what is the game plan, Eric Bieniemy? It feels like Eric Bieniemy scripts up about 10 plays, because every team has a 15 to 20 play script to start a game. Eric Bieniemy scripts up 10 plays, and when it doesn't work, we're just fucked. And they just say, deal with it. Be fucked for 4 quarters. That's what it looks like the game plan is weekly for this team. I put out a tweet earlier. I say Eric Bieniemy is just Scott Turner with melanin and a personality. And I meant it. And I'm going to stand on business with that statement. Eric Bieniemy is part of the problem. We don't have one good coach on our roster right now. Not one. They're all bad. The head coach, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, put them in a melting pot of ass because they're all trash. I don't know what we're doing anymore. I don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore. The only thing to look forward to about this team for the rest of 2023 is that notification that they all got fired. If you're still thinking that Eric Bieniemy is auditioning for a head coaching role, Eric Bieniemy is auditioning to continue to be an offensive coordinator in the NFL. He's going to have to go back and hold clipboards for Andy Reid again because he's not good enough. Our offense has not been consistent at any point this year. They can't put drives together. They cannot convert on 3rd down. 1 of 15 on 3rd down today. 1 for fucking 15. We didn't convert a 3rd down all the second half versus Atlanta, and it took us forever to convert our first one here today. We did nothing on offense the entire day. The offensive line got their ass beat from the first snap to the end of the game. Least sacked team in the league. They only had 5 sacks going in. They had like 7 today. Sam Howell's on pace for 100 sacks this year. And a lot of that shit is on him, and a lot of that shit is on the play caller. We know the line sucks. Their priority signings were Andrew Wiley and Nick Gates, 2 Jags. Those new to football, a Jag means just a guy. It means it's just a motherfucker that's filling a uniform on Sundays for a football team. Might as well be a male model. We're starting a bunch of those on the offensive line. Remember the days of Trent Williams, Brandon Sheriff, Even Morgan Moses. Remember those days where we just consistently could maul guys up front? I feel like I could get a sack on Sam Howell. I am a fucking out of shape 32-year-old. I feel like I could go sack Sam Howell. That's how shitty our offensive line is. That's how shitty our game plan is. That's how shitty our preparation is. And that's how shitty this whole tenure under Ron Rivera has been. This game, let it be the perfect symbol and depiction for what Ron's tenure in Washington has been. This is what he is. He's the king of moral victories. The only thing he's done right in his entire NFL career was draft Cam Newton with the first pick and take Luke Kuechly in the first round with another first-round pick. He has done nothing as a coach his whole tenure, and it's why he was fired from Carolina when new ownership came in, and it's why he's going to be fucking fired here in Washington after 4 years of nothing. I'm watching DeMeco Ryans, Shane Steichen, Jonathan Gannon. I'm watching new coaches go establish culture and direction in their new franchise they just got to. Meanwhile, Ron gave himself 5 years, and in year 4, the team still fucking stinks. I seen a graphic that said, is Washington still winning this trade? The Chris Olave trade, where the Saints got Olave, and with those 4 picks, we took Cole Turner, Jahan Dotson, Sam Howell, Brian Robinson. No, we didn't win that fucking trade, because when I see that graphic, I see one good football player, and he doesn't play for us. A bunch of Jags on our side. A bunch of Jags and a question mark quarterback who is on the trajectory to be a fucking Jag also. Because if he gets sacked 100 times, he's going to be in the fucking XFL before you know it. What new GM who's going to come in and run the organization is signing up and saying, Sam Howell is my fucking guy going forward? No, he's going to be damaged goods like David Carr was when he set the sack record with 76 sacks the expansion year of the Houston Texans. We're not an expansion team. We don't have a rookie quarterback. I know we like to grade him like a rookie. He's not a rookie. He got to sit and learn the ropes and parameters of the NFL behind 2 dumpsters last year, and that counts for something. You get to figure out what the speed of the league is and what the learning curve of the NFL is like. So he's not a rookie. Not going to treat him like that. I hope y'all are harder on your children, friends, and family than y'all are on Eric Bieniemy and Sam Howell, because we're allowed to say they played like shit when they played like shit. And what did they do today in New York? They played like shit, and we put together 0 good drives of offense today. Our only touchdown came off a fucking muffed punt, a gift from the football gods. We got a few of those today. The Giants were begging us to get back into this game and to win, and we did not do it because we fucking stink. We're a bad football team, and as fans, we should be checked out. We should be checked out after this bullshit performance they put together in New York. The Giants feel like we can be as bad as possible. We will never be as worse than Washington. They can be as trash as they want to. They will still beat the fucking Washington Commanders. They own us without their quarterback, without starting offensive linemen, missing pieces on the defense. It don't matter because it's fucking Washington. We're not allowed to look at schedules ever again and say this is the weak part of the schedule. These are bad teams on the schedule. We are the fucking bad team on the schedule. We are the food on everyone's plate. We're bad. We're terrible, and we need to blow this motherfucker up. Fire the coaches. Fire sell. Start trading players. Start it all the fuck over. Josh Harris, Magic Johnson, Mark Ein, Mitchell Rails, all of you, blow this shit up. You're about to watch a sellout crowd of Philadelphia fans invade FedEx next week, and you're going to see me and my boys there with our clown mask and clown nose on, supporting this sorry-ass football team as they get dismantled by the first-place Philadelphia Eagles. I don't have much more to say. I would like to enjoy some actual good football played by Herbert versus Mahomes and Tua versus Jalen Hurts tonight. I'm going to try to enjoy it because from 1 to 4:30 p.m. on Sundays, it's miserable when you're a fan of this team who has not been good one time in my lifetime. I'm not even sure this team has a Mickey Mouse win streak in them this season. I think we are that bad. We suck. If they decide to put in Brisket, Jacoby Brissett, I totally understand because Sam Howell is going to get himself killed at this point. He may not have the mental capacity or IQ or football awareness to be allowed on a football field. That is how remedial Sam Howell's football awareness is. And the offensive coordinator's milk dud head ass is right in the same boat as him. There's no plan. They're just out there for Sundays for vibes. They're just out there on Sundays to wear a coach's and player's uniform. There's no direction, and it all starts and stems from the guy who brought them all in, Ronald Eugene Rivera. Josh Harris, please make this shit stop. I don't know how many weeks I can deal with this. Hell to the Washington Commanders, even though we are ass. That's all I got for right now. I'll talk to y'all again soon this week. I am devastated. I'm disgusted. And right now, I'm pretty embarrassed to be a Washington Commanders fan. That's all I got for right now. Commander Rio, out.